Hello, Assalamualaikum. In this video, you will be watching about first and second conditionals in grammar. There will be 3 parts in this video. The first one on first conditionals, second part on second conditionals, and the third part we have a recap or summary where we compare the 2 conditionals. Now, let's start with the first part, which is first conditionals.
First conditional structure, present simple plus future simple. If, condition and result. So for the example, if we work hard, we will finish the project on time. The first conditional functions is used to express a real or very probable situation in the future. It refers to things that will possibly happen in the future if a condition is met. The first conditional is common when we are talking about possible plans, promises, warnings, threats, or for persuading someone. You can take a look at more examples here.
Going deeper into the topic, we'll move on to the next part, which is second conditionals.
How second conditional looks like. If plus past simple, comma, would or could plus verb. This structure can also be inverted. Would or could plus verb, if plus past simple. No comma is needed in the inverted structure. Second conditionals are used to imagine present or future situations that are impossible or unlikely to happen in reality. Let's look at some examples of second conditionals. If time travel were possible, I will go back in time. I will go back in time if time travel were possible. If I were a robot, I could do anything. I could do anything if I were a robot. Notice that the word were is used instead of was, even though the subject is singular. In second conditionals, the past form of the verb to be in the if clause is always were no matter what subject, pronoun, or noun is used. Here are some more examples of second conditionals. If I had a lot of money, I could buy a spaceship. I could buy a spaceship if I had a lot of money. If phones did not exist, life would be different. Life would be different if phones did not exist.
And lastly, in the third part, we have a recap where we summarize the topic. Right here is a comparison table of the 2 conditionals. From here, we can see the difference between first conditionals and second conditionals. First of all, they're different in terms of situation, where the first conditional is real, meaning possible to happen, and the second conditional is unreal, meaning the situation is impossible. This is because the first conditional is used for outcomes of a realistic event, whereas the second conditional is specifically for unrealistic events. They are also different in terms of sentence structure, and to highlight it, the first conditional used present simple tense plus will, while the second conditional used past simple tense plus would. And as said before, these conditionals are used in different situations, so how do you know when to use them? The first conditional is used when a situation is likely to happen in the future, while the second conditional is when a situation is imaginary. Before we end this video, we hope you stay back and pay just a bit more attention because we have some additional information regarding the alternatives for if. So, aside from if, we can use unless, which means if not. For example, unless ChatGPT cites its answer, it can't be legitimate. Or if we rephrase it, if ChatGPT does not cite their answer, it can't be legitimate. This word can be used for first and second conditionals. Next, we have the word supposing, which is similar to if, but instead we're telling people to imagine something. For example, supposing that an airplane was built in the backyard, would you ride it? Or, if we rephrase it, if an airplane was built in the backyard, would you ride it? This word can be used for first and second conditionals, but preferably second conditionals because we're telling people to imagine something, which means the situation is unreal. The last alternative for if that we've chosen is as long as, which also means if and only if. For example, as long as the switch is on, the air conditioner will keep functioning. Or if we rephrase it, if the switch is on, the air conditioner will keep functioning. This phrase can be used for first conditionals only because as long as is a time expression that is used to describe present and future events, which also means that you can't use past tense when there's as long as in a sentence. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the video and we hope you learned something from us. Thank you so much for listening. Assalamualaikum.